this time our list was inspired by the movie Death Proof, and this is the top 5 movies, uh, the worst movies we've seen in the theater. And we don't do honorable mentions anymore. Uh, but
Joe said, "Fuck that,
no, but
fuck these hoes."
I'm guessing that Death Proof would be on our both our honorable mentions, if not number one, maybe not number one, but it's definitely an honorable mention. I didn't put it on my list because we just talked about the shit. Uh, but at number 5, Tom, I do have a movie that I remember being very disappointed. This was supposed to be like a gangsta thug type movie, and it is called Clockers. You remember this?
Spike Lee joint.
Do you remember this? What it's about?
It's a Spike Lee joint. I've never seen it though.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it, but I remember being like, "It's fucking boring. There's no action. This ain't a gangsta movie. This, goddamn, what did I?" Yeah, I didn't like it. I was pretty upset, huh? I was pretty disappointed. It is a very, very boring movie.
Well, if you want to revisit it, go head on over to the fine folks at Kino Lorber and check out their Blu-ray release of
Sure.
Spike Lee's Clockers. Very weird. Then you can go watch fucking White Buffalo starring Charles Bronson. Their fucking library's fucking weird.
It certainly has gotten weird in the past 5 years as they're trying to compete with some of these other boutique labels by adding schlock to their catalog. It used to be like a bunch of silent films and just
Like a
weird.
bunch of old shit that fucking people who buy Blu-rays wouldn't even fucking know about Kino
Right.
Lorber, and weird. Fucking weird. And then they're releasing Stone Cold. They're doing like a big fucking Blu-ray release for Stone Cold. I'm gonna buy it, but such a weird company. That's Vinegar Syndrome all the fucking way. Weird. Joe, my number 5 is a movie that we've actually talked about on one of our series reviews before. And this is one of the After Dark Horror Fest movies, Joe. I think I liked it a little more when we rewatched it. However, I did walk out of the theater. So fuck you and fuck those who dance on graves. Grave dancers, suck my dick, you fuck piece of shit. I don't remember. I remember the monsters looking cooler the second time around, but I walked the fuck out. So
Hey, that's what happens when you dance on a grave.
you get fucked,
Mm-hmm.
pricks.
At number 4, I have Lambada, the Forbidden Dance. This is about a young lady who is trying to save her village or save the rainforest through the power of Lambada, the Forbidden Dance. Uh, I remember very little of this movie. The girl I was seeing at the time wanted to go see that. That was her pick, and we walked out. We watched the movie midway through, so I don't know if she saved the rainforest or not through the power of Lambada, the Forbidden Dance. But I hope she did. Good on her. I looked this up to think, it's like, am I getting the title right? And Sid Haig is in this movie, Tom.
This is some Filipino shit.
Uh, Fuck, I don't remember. I don't know.
Okay.
But, it just sounds so ridiculous. I may go back and watch it again at some point. But at that time, it's like, fuck this movie. We're out of here.
Joe, my number 4 is also an After Dark Horror Fest movie, but it is not one that we talked about. This is from the creator of Evil Ernie, Brian Paludo, or however the fuck you say it. This was called The Graves. I don't remember not a motherfucking thing about it besides Bill Moseley was in it, and I walked the fuck out.
I never even heard of that one.
Fucking don't watch it, Joe. I don't have much to say because I don't fucking remember shit. I just remember fucking going to see it. It's like, oh yeah, the guy who made Evil Ernie made a movie. That should be kind of fucking cool and weird, right?
Rest
Maybe. Don't
in peace,
remember.
Chaos Comics.
Fuck.
At number 3, I have the Stanley Kubrick film Eyes Wide Shut. Hey, here's him gonna make a steamy kind of sexy movie,
Steamy.
but it's not just another boring shit with Tom Cruise walking around the city, encountering stuff that's none of it's sexy, none of it's fucking hot. Just a boring movie, and I like a lot of Stanley Kubrick stuff, but maybe I need to go back and rewatch some of his shit because the last time I watched The Shining, I thought that was really stupid. But this
Shining sucks a fucking dick, Joe.
I just said it's really stupid.
Sucks a fucking dick.
Okay. Eyes Wide Shut does not. There's no dick sucking in it or anything even remotely close. It just sucks.
I've never seen the movie. I remember at the time it was like all over the news, like, oh, this wild movie about fucking and sucking in groups and shit. So it's nothing like that.
No, and it's like, hey, have those people ever actually seen a movie about sucking and fucking in groups? It's their barometer. Like, ooh, erotic. No, it's not. It's fucking boring.
So I mean, I think that was like the same shit they said about Showgirls, but like having recently watched Showgirls in the
Showgirls,
past
right?
year or so, yeah, that one definitely did live up to all the hype and wild shit.
Yeah, that one was funny as shit even back then. That's a true exploitation movie.
Would recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dummy bitches talking about eating dog food. What the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
I'm just sad I never saw it in the theater. That would have been a watch instead.
That would have been a real sticky situation. Mm. I would hate to have to clean up at the old Cineplex Odeon. Joe, this one's a more recent one. That's probably why it's higher up on my list because I remember it for. Hey, Joe, you ever see Once Upon a... Hey, Joe, are you a Mexican or a Mexican?
Well, lately,
I
I think I'd fall more into the Mexican category.
I believe it. Hey, Joe, you ever see Independence Day?
I saw this in the theater as well.
So did I. Did you ever see ID 42?
I did not see that
What
one.
a piece of fucking shit, Joe. The first one was like, oh, I was a child watching this big blockbuster in theaters, so it was cool. But as a fucking jaded adult a couple years ago watching the sequel, what a pig fucking piece of shit. God damn. Would not recommend. That fucking sucked. That's gonna go down as fucking like, hey, do you remember this sequel? Top 5 piece of shit sequels motherfuckers forgot about. Click here, and everyone's just disappointed.
Yeah.
Head on out to the old suicide forest.
At number 2, Tom. Now, as a dad, I took my daughter to see a bunch of garbage I would never go see, and it's okay as long as she was having a good time, was happy with it. I saw movies like The Country Bears, which is
I was actually thinking about watching that shit this week.
It's bad, they say, but what pushed me past the limit was Madagascar, which is the dumbest fucking thing I'd ever seen. It was just insulting. Dumb. Like I was pissed. It's like they're showing this shit to kids just to make them dumb. And yeah, I was really upset. I was just like, I thought about spanking my daughter and say, you never see a movie again. I was pretty hot at how dumb this fucking movie was, man. I get mad just thinking about this shit. And they made what 20 sequels?
8. Teen.
Yeah, I mean, so I obviously don't know shit about what sells, obviously, because look at my business model and everything. But yeah, I hated this movie.
Never seen it, Joe. I had no interest.
Good.
I asked my daughter if she wanted to see it, and you know what she called me, Joe?
A pervert. You're not
close. Joe, my number 2 is another recent movie, which is also why it's the number 2, because I remember it. 2019, right before the old pandemic, Joe. I walked out of this motherfucker. I just had enough of these goddamn fucking movies, and I was done. This was XMen, Dark Phoenix. Fucking enough already. Just fucking ever since that first X-Men movie, it's just been fucking garbage, fucking bullshit, garbage, fucking bullshit. And I was done. I just walked out and I waited for fucking Lori and my mom to finish the movie, and then we left. What a piece of fucking shit.
So did you tell them, hey, I'm going to just go hang out in the lobby? Or
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm done. And I left.
All right.
No, I didn't hang out in the lobby. I just waited outside the door just in case they came out or something.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
So it sucks. Who gives a fuck? That's what it was. It was just like, who gives a fuck? Disney just bought the fucking Fox and shit. They're not going to make any more. This one was fucking, pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Scrolls were supposed to be in it. And it was just, who gives a fuck? It all sucked. Why are we still doing this shit? It's fucking done. And I was fucking done. It sucked.
Number 1, Tom. Walked out of this movie. I don't think we made it halfway. It was a girl I was dating at the time. I just kind of, the movie's going on. I just look over to her and say, hey, you want to get the fuck out of here? She goes, yes, let's go. And full theater. Everybody was enjoying Armageddon but us. I don't know if they stopped the asteroid or not, or whatever the fuck, Tom. I'm guessing they did. Maybe not. They didn't make a sequel. But goddamn, this was just such a stupid movie. They're gonna get the world's best drillers, to go up and stop a fucking asteroid that's coming to the Earth, and you got this bullshit conflict between Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis, and Ben Affleck's dating his daughter, and
Ben Affleck's dating his daughter?
Probably.
You heard it here, folks. Run with it.
Yeah, it just sucks. I don't know. I guess there's a bunch of people in it now that are bigger names than they were at the time. Maybe they were big names at the time. I don't know. I didn't give a shit. It was just dumb. It was too dumb for me. I walked out. And this movie also has a Criterion release. Isn't that fucking strange?
I've never seen this one. I just know it was a big release.
Yeah, it was a huge movie. It's like, man, it's like, again, I marvel at how dumb people are and what they are entertained by. I know I like movies like To the Limit, but I know that that's garbage. I know what I'm watching and I know what I'm getting a kick out of. This, what the fuck was there to enjoy? What, I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand people, Tom.
Ah, Joe. My number one is a movie not even John Goodman can save. You like the Blues Brothers, Joe?
I do enjoy the Blues Brothers.
It's pretty good, right?
It is very good. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
Some might call it feel good.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe,
Mm-hmm.
you ever see Blues Brothers 2000?
I have not seen Blues Brothers 2000, Tom.
What a piece of shit. This is the first movie I've ever walked out on. You don't forget things like that, Joe, especially when you're a young child and you're out on your own and you get to see movies for the first time without your parents. Not all it's cracked up to be. How bad does your movie have to be that John Goodman can't fucking do anything to help it? This was, and maybe less than 10 years ago, maybe I rewatched it again, and yeah, it still is fucking bad and dog shit. They bring a little fucking kid in it.
Yeah, thing because I remember
God
the poster
damn.
kid on it, like a kid Blues Brothers something.
What a
Like
bunch of
ad or something. But was it Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman? So they decided to tell Jim Belushi, "Fuck you."
I guess they did, Joe. But he got the last laugh. Because now he's a marijuana farmer.